everyone, Zero JD here with the XBLA Fans channel. I'm here to give you a quick taste of World of Warships Legends, the console version of World of Warships, of course. First off, I want to thank Wargaming for giving me some goodies. They actually gave me a whole bunch of credits and stuff like that. They actually gave me some premium ships. But I want to say that even though they gave me these great ships and stuff, it is still just as much fun to play like the normal smaller ships. The smaller ships are a lot faster, and I don't feel like the battles stretch out long. You get lots of damage in, and then they blow up, and then you go to your next match. It's very much like World of Tanks. Of if you die in a match, you can kind of just leave your ship, go to another match because you have multiple ships and all that kind of stuff. So if you play World of Tanks, a lot of stuff will be familiar. But again, thank you Wargaming for sending me the goodies. Very much appreciated. I really did like the Arkansas ship, and then there's another one that has a little plane you send out, which is really cute. But anyways. As you can see here, you have your play, which allows you to play versus AI versus standard. I'm going to show you the versus the AI so I can kind of focus and talk. Ships is what you think it is. Right now, they only have the US, Japan, and the UK, and they only have destroyer, cruiser, and battleships. I believe the PC version has aircraft carriers, which we have not seen here yet. And then we have commanders, which are essentially tank crews. And different commanders, you will actually, as you level them up and stuff like that, you unlock skills and stuff like this. Like this guy down here, smoke screens will last longer. Or I can have him like, hey, your rudder shift time and steering gear repair time is faster. But you can only have one of these active as far as the point that I am at, I believe. Let's actually go ahead and use some of these points. There we go. And then I'm going to get... maximum ship is up, and then let's get the maximum range of the main battery. Most ships have their normal main battery, and then they have extra smaller guns that fire on their own and all that kind of fun stuff. Campaigns and missions. It might sound like there's like a single player thing. No, it's essentially like here. These are little tasks that you do, and you get rewards and goodies and stuff like that. As you can see here, there are loot boxes and stuff like that. So far, everything I have opened has given me like in-game credits and like camouflages and like little boosters for ships and like that. Social and recent battles are exactly what you think they are. And they have your currencies at the top and all that kind of fun stuff here. So let's go ahead and play. So we're gonna do some versus AI. Right now, these little golden ships are the ones I was given. Again, thank you. And right now, my favorite ship is actually this little Wix here, which is a destroyer. As you can see, they each have their own kind of little symbol. See in the top left there next to Albany, it has a little symbol with a line through it. That means that is a cruiser. You have a destroyer, which is kind of like a little spyglass. And then if you go over here to the battleships, they have little lines through them. And of course, they have their own stats, their own tiers, and all that kind of fun stuff like that. And if I'm playing as a tier 1 ship, I won't be against like a tier 5 or 4 kind of stuff. And if you group up with people, you can't be more than a tier apart. So if I'm a tier 2, they can't be a tier 4. They have to be a tier 3, and it's actually really well balanced. And as you're going through it, they show the different shell types and stuff like that. So we're gonna go ahead and pick this little destroyer that I really enjoy. So far, as I've been playing, I have seen that we have high explosive rounds, and then armor piercing rounds, and then torpedoes. High explosives are ones that generally don't do the most damage but can set fire, are really good at long range. Armor piercing is when you're kind of like aiming to do the most damage to a ship and get like into a certain area to get citadel hits, which do giant amounts of damage. If you play World of Tanks, it's like hitting the ammo dump or something like that in a tank kind of stuff. As you can see here, I'm partnered up with Wheel People against AI. This is I believe a capture mode where you capture the enemy base. 99% of the time, I have only ever killed all the other enemies and won that way. So as you can see on the screen here, top left, my map. Top of the screen is actually, it shows the ships that are still remaining. Left side is me, right side is the enemy. Bottom left shows my health. Next to that is my usable items. These are actually restocked every battle. You do not have to buy them as far as I'm aware. I actually have the ability to put out fires, deploy a smoke screen, and boost my engine power. Bottom right, you see the how it says like A to B, like the different speeds. I'm on full right now. Next to that is my main battery, which is my weapon that takes care of the high explosives or armor piercing. I am in a destroyer, so I'm going to be using more high explosives. And then I got my torpedoes. And these can only be fired off to the sides for this kind of ship. So After all that, we still have one more menu in the middle, which is the my ship, and you can actually see the guns on my ship. And my reticle is actually showing, like, there's 2 plips here. That means there are 2 cannons there. You can fire them both. So as I kind of look around, you'll see that more plips will kind of overlay and kind of match up on the bottom. Some of the ships, you have like 6 guns firing off and reloading and all that kind of fun stuff like that. So there's a guy right over there. But as I've seen, like, let's use this guy for example. For these high explosive rounds, I kind of want to be aiming like up here. For the armor piercing, I want to kind of be at the water line to try to get like critical hits and stuff like that. And I've destroyed enemies like in a volley. So right now I'm holding the left trigger to kind of look around. Again, if you've played World of Tanks, you know you're probably catching on real quick. So let's kind of look here and start firing. This may not hit just because of how I need to lead. So I actually have that guy targeted, the Arkansas, which is a battleship. Since I have him targeted, if you look here, this reticle here that's kind of swinging is my actual aim. And right here is a projected path. If I fire my torpedoes, if he continues on that path, he'll actually run into those torpedoes. So we're going to fire those. Oh, he's actually hit my rudder, so I'm going to lose some control. But let's kind of take him out. And as I get hits and stuff, you'll see at the upper right, it'll register. Like, I just got those hits there. And then you'll get allocates and stuff like that, like torpedo hits, causing fires, incapacitating them and stuff like that. Oh, yes, if you hold the right bumper, you can... Yep, always fun. And if I hold the left bumper, I can zoom out. So I actually just set him on fire, so he will continue to take damage. And we'll just keep laying into him. So we're going to deploy a smoke screen and kick up the gas a bit by pushing it on the D-pad. I think I have my torpedoes back. We'll set those out. And I'm about to die, but I'm picking a fight with a battleship, which is never a smart idea. Especially when it looks like there's a few of them there. But there go my torpedoes. It looks like I might actually hit them. And if they all hit, that even though he's a lot bigger than me, he is not going to last long. So those are going to... And as you can see, the little health bar above him, I have done a ton of damage. So let's try to switch to these armor piercers and see if we can't get this handled. So the armor piercing can do a lot of damage, or they can accidentally just go right through the thing. There he goes. He's exploded. I didn't get credit for the kill, but I really didn't do... I did do most of the damage, but as long as he goes down, I am happy. If you can't tell, I'm enjoying this game a lot. I'm actually enjoying it a lot more than I did with World of Tanks. Oh, is he gonna... Alright, I got a nice hit on him. Oh, there I go, though. So if I want to, I can watch my projectile. Or I can hit start, go to port, and then that mission will continue to play out. If we win, I'll get credits and all that kind of stuff. Even if we lose, I'll also get credit for all the stuff that I've done. But let's check out this... Arkansas. No, it's Arkansas. A ship, and we will kind of go in. If I wanted to, I could actually apply boosters and stuff to like all that kind of stuff. If I go over here, load out, go to these boosters and be like, hey, I want to have more boosters of like expertise and stuff like that. I don't really like using them for this ship because you're not actually like leveling him up anymore. But we're gonna use this big bad boy and have some fun. I'm going to show you like the difference between a a low tier ship until like this. I believe this is a 4. But this is the one that they very nicely gave me to play with. And it is fun, but I really do like those small ships. They're nice and fast. So as you can see, I have a whole bunch of guns on this thing. And they each have two turrets, 2 cannons. And that means each of them will shoot 2 shots. And you will just melt stuff if you get some good hits in. Like those little tiny destroyers, if I pull up and a broadside them, they're just burp. This guy can actually heal himself, and look at all the, like, I think I had like 7,000 health points in the destroyer. I have like 43,000 here. Some of these things like take multiple ships to take down, but like this thing does move slowly. It is very vulnerable to torpedoes and just stuff like that. So the destroyers can like kind of whip in there and pop them in the head. And I believe this one has sub-cannons, so it also takes about a good chunk of time to reload. But as you can see, the You can see the guns are actually swinging to meet up with my little dot there in the middle, and once they all converge, you'll see as the little reticle will break up into stuff like that. So this is a capture point one. Whoever has the most points at the end of the match wins, or whoever everyone dies. And that's usually how it ends. But yes, like I said, like this World of Warships, I'm enjoying this a lot more than tanks. One of the ships I do have has a plane that you send out, which is really fun to launch and watch them go like buzzing down and go dee 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 dee. All right, there we go. So I can actually, if I do this right, and there they go. So those are high explosive rounds, and those will. There you go. I actually caught him on fire already. So there's some cruisers coming, so we're gonna turn and try to broadside them. I also like the sound of the announcers in this. So like, as you can see now, my cursor is actually moving to stay where it was when I stopped moving it. I'm not actually touching that anymore. What we are gonna do is just let it go and miss almost every single shot because I am amazing. So yeah, like, look how much faster that little dude is. But he does not have, like, the sheer firepower and awesome that I have in this battleship. I believe this game is technically under game preview as of the recording of this. But I am excited to see what they add and all that kind of fun stuff. Like I've just seen... So what happened there is I actually disabled his torpedoes and his steering. So what I need to do is turn harder so I can kind of line everything up. As you can see up there, I have little sub cannons firing at the thing. So I just took out his thing again, put myself out. So I incapacitated him, and that should be it. He is now gone. So now we have that other destroyer. I mean, not destroyer, this other battleship. But he seems kind of busy with someone else right now. So let's reload. Reload times on this thing is very long because I have a upgrade that actually lets me swing my cannons faster. But it takes longer to reload. So we're actually going to switch to the armor piercing, and I'll kind of show you. So like earlier I was saying I want to aim up here with like the high explosive armor piercing. You want to kind of be right in here so you're like blowing out the water line, if that makes sense. Man, I am so lucky that none of these guys are fighting me or shooting at me. So that's 2 battleships and a cruiser, and they've made it really easy to kind of identify stuff. My little guns are firing, as you can see. Like those little explosions are not actually me. So let's there you go. So a hit to a citadel. Did you see that just giant chunk of health he lost? So that is really good for me. So yeah, my little sub cannons are really doing some work on him. Perfect. So let's go after this Phoenix. The issue with armor piercing is that like they can actually go through a target, so you will over penetrate and like. Yeah, you got the hit, but these are kind of designed to get inside of a target and then explode inside of them. And if they don't do that, they'll just go straight through and do like minimal damage. There's another hit to the citadel. But like this, like see, like this, I love like these big ships. They're fun, but I really like being able to speed around in the tiny ships and dodge in and out. Like I've actually gone like into a game where I had enemies on both sides of me with a torpedo, like the destroyer, swung to the left, fired my missiles to the left, swung to the right, fired the missiles to my right, torpedoes to my right, and just devastated 2 enemies. It was such a good feeling. Games are very quick to get into. Lots of people are playing. So he's like, as you can see here, I can actually go up and down, and it's very much a almost 1-to-1 where you're aiming. So let's say like I aim kind of like right here, there is going to be deviation of like multiple cannons firing and all that kind of stuff. It's not like it's not going to fly like straight forward kind of stuff. But like if you like World of Tanks, you'll probably enjoy this. and I'm sure that they'll try to keep it in pace with the World of Warships on PC. If World of Tanks is anything to go by, they are going to update this like crazy. Oh, missed. Also, his ship is not in a good place. I haven't tried any of the versus people matches. When I tried one before, it was literally like lopsided teams because only half of us had like AI. Like we had half AI, they had half AI. I don't actually think a lot of people know that this game is out quite yet, which is a shame because this game, like I said before, is freaking fun. So I've been trying to like people like be like, hey, like this game's really fun, and I really hope it gets to the popularity on consoles that World of Tanks did. And I'm excited to see like all the stuff they did. Like they added like campaign missions or like an entire story thing for World of Tanks. They had like an entire new like their own like crazy faction for World of Tanks. Oh, I got a hit. Also, ramming does damage. I have systematically rammed another enemy and killed myself. I killed them and killed myself at the same time. So after we end this, we should actually, when we get back to the main menu, it should have a little thing that pops out on the right side that says victory or defeat, and will award me my credits and experience points for the last match. As you can see there, campaigns and stuff are missioned. I can hit the X button to kind of see stuff and see what's happening. And then if I hit A, turn to port, and there you go, victory. So we won that last match. I can go to report and see like what happened, all that kind of stuff like that. But anyways, that's World of Warships Legends. I'm very much enjoying this game. I am ZeroJD. This is the XBLA Fans channel. If you have a question, leave a comment. I will try to get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you so much for watching this. Again, I would highly suggest this if you like World of Tanks, if you like boats or anything like that. Let's kind of go back and see what we have for ships. It seems that they kind of sticking away from like super modern. It seems like everything is like the latest is like 1942 or 1946. But that really does kind of make sense of like you don't want these like crazy modern ships because that would kind of throw off the like the flow of the game. And of course you can upgrade them like you do in the tanks. You can get more guns, change the millimeter, and these like increase the gun turn speed and all that kind of stuff. But thank you very much. I am ZeroJD. This is the XBLA Fans channel. Thank you and have a nice day.